Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a really great start to your day and that you're living your best day today going into the weekend. So I have my best friend Grant here. He is going to be accompanying me again through the practice this morning. You can check out him for any modifications throughout the practice. We have some blocks here. If you have blocks at home that you can go ahead and incorporate into the practice today. And we are going to start seated, so find a comfortable seat to begin in. And you can have the booty on the ground, you can be on the shins, whatever feels good to you. But I want you to ground wherever you are into the floor or into that seat. Lift up through the heart. And when you're ready, we'll close the eyes. And just start to become aware of the surroundings in your space. Become aware of your breath. You don't need to do anything fancy with it. Just notice how you're breathing this morning. And then notice where the mind wants to wander. Are you able to be here in this present space? Are you thinking about your to-do list? See if we can let everything go that is going on in our lives for right now, just for the next 30 minutes, and become as present as possible during this time. Bring the hands together in front of the heart. We'll begin together with 3 breaths, in through the nose and out of the mouth. All together, inhale deeply. Open the mouth, slowly sigh everything out. And we'll do that 2 more times. Slow, big inhale into the body. Open mouth, exhale, slowly sigh it out. And then one last time, see if you can make the inhale a little bit bigger. Open the mouth and as slow as possible, control the breath as you sigh everything out. We'll seal the lips, begin to tune into our conscious breath, breathing slowly and rhythmically in and out of the nose. So as you find your pace to your breath, let's also think about setting an intention during this time as you connect the breath to these thoughts and feelings of how you want your day to go. See if you can become more rhythmic with the breath. Draw out the breaths even longer. And then we'll take one more full cycle to yourself. And then when you're ready, let's blink the eyes open. We're going to roll over the ankles and come into table pose. You'll have the hands right underneath the shoulders. Spread the fingers nice and wide. And then notice if you're dumping the chest through the shoulders, press up through the palms and have that nice little spread of the shoulder blades right away. Engage the core by pulling the belly button towards the spine. And think about the ears being in line with the shoulders. Look back and make sure that the knees are right underneath the hips or right behind. Now as you rotate that weight in between the pointer finger and thumb, we're going to inhale and look up towards the ceiling. Press the booty back for cow pose. And then as you exhale, press the earth away with the palms. Bring the navel towards the spine, chin towards the chest for cat. Inhale to lengthen. Tailbone presses back, gaze up towards the ceiling. And then exhale to round. I want you to continue moving the body here in cat-cow. And anytime throughout our practice, if you need to slow down, you can always take a child's pose if that's what's calling to you. But I want you to think about making this practice your own. Think about us just being your guide. We'll take one more full breath. And then find your neutral spine, find table pose. You're going to root the palms back into the floor, find your sturdy foundation. Right away, step the right foot back, have the heel in line with the hip. I want you to rotate the inner thigh up towards the ceiling. Really extend that right heel as far back to the back of the room as possible. So if you keep the heel in line with the hip and you feel the rotation of the inner thigh, it's going to point the toes more down to the floor instead of out to the side. Reach the crown of the head forward, extend the left fingertips up now. As you extend the left fingertips forward, take a big breath to grow long, and then you can choose to stay here or we're going to roll it into a crunch as you exhale. Elbow comes towards the knee. Inhale to extend, left hand up. Exhale to round, elbow and knee come towards one another. And do that one more time. Inhale to lengthen, fingertips forward, right heel back. Exhale to round. We're going to extend the heel back and the hand forward. Choose to stay here, or you can bend the right knee, reach back with the left hand for the foot. You'll kind of turn your chest over towards the left. Kick the right foot into the hand. Keep pressing into the right palm. Take another big breath in and a full breath out. Inhale to release. Lengthen the fingertips forward. Exhale, hand and knee come down to the floor. Let's shake out that right wrist. And then when you're ready, right away, let's go into the opposite side. Step the left foot back. Have the heel in line with the hip. Make sure to point the right hip down. Don't let it start to open up. And then extend the right fingertips forward. Press into the palm, the left palm, but get light out of the wrist if possible. Reach that left heel back. Take a big breath in to grow long. And then choose to stay here or exhale to round. Elbow and knee comes towards one another. Inhale to lengthen, fingertips forward. Heel reaches back. Exhale to round. One more time. Inhale, lengthen, fingertips reach forward. Exhale, round the back, bring the knee towards the elbow. Inhale to lengthen now, fingertips stay forward, heel reaches back. Choose to stay here, press out of the right shoulder, or out of the left shoulder, and you can choose to stay in this position or bend the left knee, reach back for the foot. Even if you don't grab the foot, reach in that direction if that's where you want to go, or stay in that bird dog position. And then rotate the ribs over towards the right. Take another big breath in and a full breath out. Inhale to release. Lengthen the fingertips forward. Heel reaches back. Exhale, hand comes down. Shake out that left wrist now. And then ground the palms into the floor. Tuck the toes under. And then we're going to lift the hips, come into our downward facing dog right away. Press the palms down and forward. Extend the heels back towards the floor, towards the back of the room. And then heart comes closer to the front of the thighs. You can pedal out the feet if that feels good. Take a couple of breaths here for yourself, keeping your presence here in this space. And then I want you to look back now at the toes. Start to walk the hands back towards your feet. You're going to come into a forward fold. Widen the feet a little bit wider than the hips. Not as wide as the mat, but just a little bit wider. Put a slight bend in the knees. You can grab onto opposite elbows. And then let the torso hang nice and heavy. Starting to decompress all of the vertebrae in the back. Let go of any tension in the neck and then the shoulders. And we'll take one more full breath. So if this feels good, you can choose to stay here. Release the hands if you want to continue. Right hand is going to come right underneath the face. Bend the right knee and extend the left hand up to the ceiling. Take a big breath in to lengthen. And then as you exhale, let's switch. Left hand comes down right in front of the face. Bend the left knee. Right hand extends up. So let's do that one more time on each side. As you exhale, right hand down, bend the right knee, extend the left fingertips up. And then one last time, left hand comes down, bend the left knee, extend the right hand up. Right hand comes down, slight bend in both knees, look forward, walk the hands back forward, find your downward facing dog. Press into the palms, Lift the sit bones and then maybe walk the feet back in line with the heels so they're about hip width distance apart. Big, deep breath in and a deep breath out. On your next inhale, raise the right leg, open up through that right hip, come into a three-legged dog. Keep shining the heart forward towards the palms. Keep pressing into the palms evenly. And then we're going to inhale to re-straighten the legs, square the hips, look forward and step the foot to the outside of the right hand. Reach the heart forward, soften the shoulders down the back. Then I want you to lower the left knee and untuck the toes. You can keep that right knee hugging in towards the right shoulder. Keep the left palm where it is, and we're going to inhale to spiral that right hand up to the ceiling. Keep pressing into the left palm so you don't collapse into the left side of the shoulder. And then now reach that right hand to the back of the room. Almost like you're trying to reach for the doorknob. Keep hugging the right knee in. Take another big breath in and a full breath out. Inhale to unwind. That right hand's going to come back to the inside of the right foot. I want you to tuck the toes and start to walk towards the wide side of the mat. Have the toes pointed both in the same direction. The heels are going to be slightly out. Inhale to lengthen. Hands are right underneath the shoulders. And then exhale to fold forward. You can put a slight bend in the knees if that feels good. But just take a breath here. Feel the spine decompressing, the backs of the legs widening, some space coming into the sit bones. On your next inhale, come up halfway. Bring the left hand in front of the face. On your inhale, spiral the right hand up. Take a big full breath here. On your next inhale, right hand comes down right underneath the face. Bring that left hand up towards the ceiling. Navel comes towards the spine. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale to bring the left hand down. Start to walk back to the front of the mat, coming into that lunge. The hands are going to come to the inside of that right foot. Reach the heart forward. Make sure that the ears are in line with the shoulders. And then just pause here for a moment. Take a big, deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more breath in. And then let's lower the left knee, untuck the toes. Bend the left knee, bring the foot up towards the ceiling. Keep the left palm where it is and reach back for that left foot. If you don't reach the foot, just reach the hand back in that direction. You can grab onto the outside, the top of the toe, or the inside of the foot. Keep pressing the foot into the hand. Feel a stretch along the front side of the left quad. One more big breath. Really nice. Release the foot gently. Inhale to unwind. That right hand comes down to the floor. You're going to go ahead and walk it back. Come onto the heel of the right foot, coming into a half splits. Reach the heart forward. This is where you can use blocks if it feels like the floor is far away from you, or you can just bring the fingertips onto the floor or the palms. Keep reaching the heart forward. Take a couple of full breaths here, feeling the space being created in the back of the right hamstring. One more cycle. And then let's go ahead and replant the foot. Palms come down to the floor. Bring that right knee back in line with the left. Couple of cat-cows here. Inhale the heart forward. Exhale to round. Chin comes towards the chest. One more time. Inhale, lengthen the heart forward. Exhale to round. We're going to find our neutral spine once again. Ground into the palms. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, find downward facing dog once again. Feel the heels softening closer towards the floor, hamstrings pressing back for the back of the room. Take another full breath. On your next inhale, left leg lifts. Open up through the left side. Bend the left knee if that feels good. Keep pressing into both palms evenly. Keep shining the chest forward towards the palms. One more full breath. Inhale to re-straighten the leg, look forward. Use the exhale to plant the foot to the outside of the left palm, or the left hand. Reach the heart forward. Keep the right leg firm, and the left leg is going to continue to hug towards the left shoulder. And then when you're ready, let's lower the right knee and untuck the toes. Keep the right hand grounded to the floor. Inhale to spiral the left hand up. Reach up towards the ceiling. Grow a little bit lighter out of that right wrist so you make space between the collarbone and the neck. And then let's reach the left hand back. Take a big, deep breath. Keep hugging the left knee into midline. And let's inhale to unwind. Left hand comes down. Tuck the right toes under and start to rotate towards the wide side of the mat. Bring the feet in line with one another. Toes point forward. Heels are slightly out. Hands come behind the body this time. Interlace the fingers. Extend the knuckles up towards the ceiling. Roll the weight a little bit into the toes and then tuck the chin. Extend the knuckles up towards the ceiling. And then take a couple of breaths here. Soften the shoulders down the back. Roll a little bit more weight into the toes. One more cycle. Release the hands now all the way down to the floor. Start to walk back towards the front. Hands come to the inside of that left foot. Extend the right leg back. Stay on the palms here and reach the heart forward. Take a big full breath here. Keep the right leg firm. Keep pressing into the palms. Get a little bit lighter out of the wrists. One more cycle. And then let's lower the right knee, untuck the toes. Keep the right hand where it is. Bend the right knee, lift the toes up towards the ceiling, and then choose if you want to reach back and grab for the foot. You can grab for the top of the toes or the outside of the foot or the inside, whatever feels comfortable for your grip. But then as you do that, keep kicking the right foot into the hand. Keep pressing into that right palm so you're not dumping the weight into the right shoulder. Shine the heart over towards the left. Take one more full cycle here. And then very gently release the right foot. Inhale to unwind, left hand comes down. Start to walk the hands now back towards that right knee, coming onto the heel of the left foot. Reach the hands forward. We're in a kind of a wider half splits. And then you can choose to stay here. You can come down forward. But wherever you are, think about reaching the chin towards the toes or the sternum forward. So in that way, we're not just collapsing in the back. Once you find that sweet spot, take a full breath. Take one more cycle here to see if you can settle. Feel the back of the left leg opening up. And then when you're ready, let's go ahead. We'll start to walk forward. Tuck the right toes under, and I want you to ground into the palms. And one sweeping step, I want you to step this right foot to the outside of the right hand, coming into a squat pose. So I'll try and just come all the way down. Toes are going to point to the outsides of the mat. Bring the palms together inside the thighs and press the elbows to the inner thighs. Drop the sit bones. Close the eyes. Take a full breath. Take one more cycle. Really nice, you guys. Hands come down to the floor. Step back into plank pose, 1 foot at a time. We're only going to be in plank pose for 2 breaths. Ground the palms into the floor. Reach the heels back. Take a big, deep breath in. And then take 1 more breath in to grow long. And then let's drop the knees as we exhale. Find our child's pose. If child's pose doesn't feel good to you, then you can extend the finger or come onto the sit bones and then just have a comfortable cross-legged position. And then either bring the hands underneath the forehead. You can keep the arms extended. I want you to come back to your breath here and take a moment to come back to your intention. Be aware if the mind is starting to wander. See if you can use your breath and your intention as an anchor back to this space. We'll take 1 more full breath. And when you're ready, let's find our way back into downward facing dog. Take your time to get there. Root the palms into the floor. Lift the sit bones as high as possible. And then we'll take a full breath. Take 1 more cycle. And then inhale, right leg is going to lift. Look forward. Again, plant the foot to the outside of the right hand. And then keep the left leg firm this time. Walk the palms forward. Keep reaching the left heel back. You can choose to stay here on the palms. You can use your blocks underneath the forearms. Or if you have that flexibility in the hips, you can come all the way down. Wherever you are, though, you want to think about keeping that right knee hugged close towards midline, close to that shoulder, and then not just dumping into the elbows. See if you can press into the elbows and lift the shoulders out of the elbows. Keep the left leg firm. Take a couple of breaths here. Should be feeling it pretty deeply in that right hip. And then take 1 more full breath here. Come onto the palms. We're going to walk towards that left side of the mat. Bend into the left knee. And then sink into the left knee. Come onto the right heel. So if this is too much for you to come this low, you can always stay up and keep that right leg firm. You'll still get into the inner thigh in this left leg. Wherever you are, though, see if you can reach the heart forward. If you are on that bent left knee, you can choose to keep the hands on the floor. You can bring them to the heart if you can find your balance today. And then wherever you choose, take 2 breaths. And then let's begin to walk back forward. Come back into that lunge. Hands are to the inside of that right foot. Bend into the right knee. On your next inhale, let's rise up. Find your high lunge. Make any adjustments you need to with the feet. So if you need to step that left foot in a little bit, feel free to do so. And then rotate the pinkies in towards one another. Hug the elbows close to the ears. Take a full breath here. And then in one sweeping motion, actually, let's bring the hands to the hips. I think this might be a little bit easier. In one sweeping motion, we're going to come to balance on this right leg. Bring the left knee in line with the left hip. So when you're ready, see if you can do it in one motion. Very good. Flex the left foot. Take a big, deep breath in, and then extend those right fingertips up. Choice today to come into dancers to grab for the left foot with the left hand, bend at the knee. You can choose to stay here, or if you want to find dancer pose, you're going to come forward. Kick the left foot into the heel or into the palm. And take a full breath wherever you choose. Even if you're upright, you can still lengthen the right fingertips up. Or if you're bent forward in dancer pose, extend the right fingertips forward as you kick the left foot into the hand. Take 1 more breath. Really nice. Inhale, come back to center. Left foot comes down. Left hand comes up. Take a big breath in. Exhale, we're going to hinge all the way forward. Inhale with a flat back, bring the hands to the shins, reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale to forward fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step into plank pose. As you firm the palms into the floor, reach the crown of the head forward. Take a big breath in. Then let's lift the hips as you exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale now the left leg up. Open up through that left hip. Press into the palms. Take a full cycle of breath here. And then as you exhale, step the left foot to the outside of that left palm. Make sure that you hug the left knee close to the shoulder. And then you can walk the hands forward. You can use your blocks underneath the forearms, or you can come all the way down. Keep the right leg firm. Reach the heart forward. Take a couple of breaths here. Take one more full cycle. And then when you're ready, we'll come up. Start to rotate now towards the wide side of the mat. And you'll come now onto the right foot. Lift the left toes up to the ceiling. And then choose to stay here. Really good, Grant. Choose to stay here, or you could bring the hands to the heart if you have that balance. Keep feeling that stretch in the inner left thigh. Take a couple of breaths here. And then we'll release the hands if you have them at the heart. Start to walk back towards the front. Come to the ball of the right foot. Bend in the left knee. When you're ready, inhale. We'll come up into our lunge on the opposite side. Make any adjustments that you need to with the feet. Hug the arms close to the head. Reach the fingertips up and spiral the triceps forward so that the pinkies rotate towards one another. Take another full breath here. Hands come to the hips. Take a big inhale and see if you can sweep that right knee in line with the right hip, balancing on the left leg. Grow tall through the spine, root into the left foot. And then you're going to grab the right foot with the right hand. Point the knee down, extend the left fingertips up. You can choose to stay here if this is where you want to stay, or maybe you start to hinge forward, kicking the right foot into the hand, extending the left fingertips forward. Keep working with your core, connecting with your breath. Take another full cycle here. And very gently inhale to come up. Release the right foot. Extend the right hand up. Big, deep breath in. Exhale, we'll fold forward all the way down. Inhale with a flat back. Reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale to forward fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step back into plank. Ground the palms into the floor. Grow nice and tall through the body. Take a big, deep breath in. And then we're lowering the knees, pressing back into child's pose. Once you come into child's pose, take a big, deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. And do that one more time. Big inhale. Open mouth, exhale. And I want you to stay low on your mat, roll over onto your back. Extend the feet towards the back of the room. And then pull the shoulder blades underneath the body so that the palms face up. So we're going to take maybe about 5 or so breaths here, your own breaths. Let go of everything. Let the body rest. And truly let go of any urgency of needing to move. So you can choose to stay here, maybe for a few minutes or so if you have the time. If you need to go, let's go ahead and extend the arms up and overhead. Point through the toes, extend the fingertips up. We're going to roll over onto our right side, coming into a fetal position. Rest the head on the right arm and bring the left palm towards to touch the earth. And then just for a moment here, think of one thing that you feel grateful for. The very first thing that comes into the mind and that comes into the heart. Just take this time to feel gratitude. With the eyes closed, press into the palms, lift the torso, face forward again and find your comfortable seated position. Hands come together in front of the heart. And to close our practice, let's take 3 breaths. Big, deep inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, side up. Again, inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. One last time. Inhale deeply. Open mouth, exhale. And seal the lips. Put a smile back on your face. Take another inhale here, remembering your intention. Seal the intention within for your day. Bring the thumbs to the forehead. Blink the eyes open. Namaste.
Namaste.
Great, you guys. Good practice today. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you were able to stay present the entire practice. And if not, that your breath and your intention were able to bring you back to this moment. Hope that you can take that off the mat into the rest of your weekend. And I hope you have a really safe and happy weekend this upcoming holiday weekend. Thanks for your time, and I'll see you on Monday at 9 a.m.